What's good, guys and gals? We're back for some more Madden 25 gameplay, and I got a couple ranked games for you. Well, this first one didn't last very long, but I wanted to get a couple of the playoff matchups, even though we didn't get the right home team this one. Let's go ahead and talk about the AFC anyway. First off, I think the Broncos are going to blow out the Chargers. Yeah, I don't see that game being competitive. I mean, I know the Chargers are playing well, but I just think the Broncos are a lot better team. Moving on to the next matchup, we got the Patriots and the Colts. This one I think will be a little bit more interesting. I think either the Patriots are going to blow them out, or it's going to be a competitive game in which the Patriots win. Either way, I got the Pats winning at home. The cold weather, combined with the fact that they got Tom Brady, and the way the Colts play, man, they always seem to catch breaks, and the Patriots are a team that doesn't give those kind of breaks away. Last week, Charles gets hurt, and they've had a lot of stuff like that throughout the year, just playing the teams at the right times and things like that. And Patriots are the type of team, once they get a lead, they are not going to lose. They're going to keep running up score, doing the smart thing, continuing to score, and just, Bill Belichick is a genius, man. One of the greatest head coaches, in my opinion, in the history of the league. But I think that edge right there is going to go ahead and go to the Patriots. Now, to the NFC, I think we have a couple really great matchups. I mean, Saints, Seahawks, Niners, Panthers. Woo, that's going to be some fire. I mean, I was very surprised at how exciting the games were the wild card weekend. I really didn't expect all those games to be that tight, but man, oh man, those were some great games besides the Charger one. So, I mean, they're playing well, but again, I just really think long-term they're going to lose. But in the NFC, man, you got Breeze versus Wilson himself, and this matchup here is going to be intense. I do think in the long run, over the course of the game, that the Saints are going to just have one or two mistakes from Breeze, like a couple eints or an eint or two, or just a little something like that, or a fumble that could be the difference between them winning and losing. And I think that's going to end up with them on the short end of the stick. I think it's going to be a game that gets into the mid to high 20s or the low 30s, and it's going to be advantage Seahawks. And I think Lynch is going to be clutch again and get them that W, and then the crowd and then the defense is just going to be the difference. Really, that defense being that final edge. I could really see Sherman getting a real big play. Look at White right here with the user click-on pick. That's what I'm talking about. But definitely going advantage Seahawks, but I wouldn't be surprised if Breeze gets hot, man. You never know. When you got one of those elite QBs like a Manning, a Rodgers, a Breeze, one of those dudes, Brady, that when they get hot, it just doesn't matter. You're not going to stop them. And with Breeze, you got one of those guys. So anything can definitely happen, but I think going into the game, I have to go advantage Seahawks. Now, the most interesting matchup to me this weekend is definitely going to be the Niners and the Panthers, and the reason being is because both teams have phenomenal defenses. I mean, the Panthers' defense has improved so much this year. Like, past years, it was kind of Cam just scoring points, and then the defense was kind of suspect or okay at best. But now they have an elite defense, or at least they've been playing at an elite level over the past few weeks, and they are definitely on pace to do and have a very successful postseason. But I do think the Niners are the better team overall. I think offensively they're going to cause more problems with the combination of Crabtree, Davis, and Bolden, and you mix that in with Kaepernick doing what he does. I think offensively they're going to be a little bit more balanced. I do like Cam Newton, but I feel like he's not going to consistently score enough points with his offense. They don't have as many weapons offensively. I mean, you got Steve Smith, but this is a really old Steve Smith, and a couple other guys that are younger, a couple tight ends, and, the halfback situation has always been solid in Carolina, but nothing's crazy special. But with that being said, man, we missed the field goal going in half, milked a little bit too much clock, ended up biting us, but that's okay. Go ahead and get that first possession anyway and be in good position to take a 2-possession lead. So, that's going to wrap it up for the playoff talk. I do think the Niners are going to win, so we're going to get some Niners-Seahawks action next week. And Denver-New England the following week is most likely my anticipated estimation is what's going to happen. But back to this gameplay, guys. We just fumbled here, or not. definitely knew he was down right there. But played a few ranked games, man. Been getting back into ranked games. Try to put together that how to create a defensive scheme for you guys. That's why there was a delay on a few videos. I wanted to make sure I covered everything with that and really got all the details out there. I know it's a lot of information, so if you have to rewatch those videos, feel free to, man. I mean, take notes, whatever you got to do. It's a lot of information over the course of the series. I think it's an hour's worth of videos, and I may even add another part if you guys have questions after the series. So if y'all do end up having those extra questions, feel free to leave them on that last video, and I'll try to answer as many questions as possible, and that will probably be the last part of that series, and hopefully that has helped you guys out. Now right here, I'm showing this entire drive, or at least from that point, because this guy just kept running hurry up. His offense was only really successful when he ran hurry up. So he starts running hurry up a lot, and I'm just showing you the different adjustments you can make. You can audible, you can make different adjustments, various things like that whenever someone's running hurry up, and kind of just adjust to what they're trying to do. So at this point, I'm realizing he's either going to run, he's going to scramble with Wilson, or it's kind of going to be a shorter pass. He hasn't really went over the top yet. So as you can see, we're making a lot of those shorter adjustments, making sure we got that flat zone and that QB spy out there, and right there we're able to get that cookies and take it back, and he gone, and take it to the end zone for a touchdown. And that's going to pretty much wrap up the game as far as the competitiveness. Now at this point, it's just about trying to execute and continue executing, something that the Patriots like doing, man. They don't like messing up, and right here we just give up a fluke play right here to Lynch, man. Just a great run by him, nice spin. I'm not sure why he didn't go down, but right there we get a huge chase down. And that's actually going to end up being big, because now, as long as we can hold them to 3 or just keep them out of the end zone, that's really going to solidify this game being over. And right here, we're just able to lock down the field with a 3-man rush, a spy, a few zones, mixed it up with some man and some zone. And right here, we're able to get the interception. Unfortunately, we go down at the 1. So when you're in this spot, you just got to do the best you can to get out of there. Now, I was surprised that he didn't blitz. Most people blitz heavy in that scenario. So he went with the coverage D, a little 3-man rush, but you know, we end up finding a man on the curl route. Those curls are very effective, especially on Gen 4, something you want to look to. And right here, we just locked in on the screen, threw the pick, and that's going to get cribbed. But that's going to do it, guys. If y'all have any questions, any comments on who you think is going to win this weekend, man, I'm very curious to hear your input. What effect do you think weather's going to have on it? What injuries do you think are going to be the key ones in affecting these games this weekend, and, you know, throughout the rest of the weekend anyway, for the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to hear who y'all have winning. I mean, do you think there's going to be any upsets, or do you consider one team not being an upset? Right here, we get the user pick. Let's go. At this point, it's just milk clock. But very, very curious, man. It's always interesting to hear other people's input. I was definitely wrong last week. I thought a lot of the games weren't going to be that competitive, and I was absolutely wrong on that. And then on top of that, I was wrong with the Packers. So it was all wrong last week. Let's see if we can be right this week on a few of the games and see how that turns out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and until the next time, it's your boy Monster Chappie. We gone.